Here I am in the bottom corner with the red Protoss going up against as OMG. And he is also Protoss, but rather blue. And we'll see what happens. I mean, obviously I did well in this tournament, so it's going to turn out pretty decently, but we're going to see what the opponent did against me. Looks like a very, well, his probe is, or his pylon's a little higher than mine, but very similar. Early game, perhaps I should speed this up to at least faster times 2. And not much going on, just kind of early game. I did start with a gateway. Was probably a little worried about cannon rush by my opponent, because here's his probe. And it does take a little bit of mining away, but figure if I can snipe this probe, it'll save me from a cannon rush, although I'm not sure he was actually going for a cannon rush as much as just scouting. Excuse me. Trying to split my probes and get him caught. He decides to retreat while my second gateway comes in. I'm a little late on scaling up up the tree here. You can see on, well, he might have been going for a cannon rush, actually. You'll see we're both actually going to start our cybernetics core about the same time after our interactions. I may have actually just deferred the cannon rush without meaning to. Alright, so he retreats his probe back. And let's check out the production tabs. Currently I've got one zealot coming out just for some defensive purposes. He's thrown down a few cannons for the same. He's putting in 2 more pylons, obviously. I think he's going to be adding some defenses to try and protect his resource line, but we'll see what happens. He's definitely building a few probes to try and fulfill this out over here. Meanwhile, I've got one working on my second, and have my second base going, so I'm a little ahead on that front. He hasn't made... He's putting down 2 cannons. And on the income tab, you can see I'm beating him by about 200 with 4 more harvesters. And units, he has me by about 4 harvesters actually at the moment, but I'm still getting him in the income due to my second base. Now let's see, he's bringing in a Stargate and a pylon. You can see I'm making a stalker. I'm doing that because I know that they're going to be sending an Oracle Rush, or at least a decent player is going to be sending some sort of Oracle Rush. I say that. I don't like the Oracle Rush, but I know it's a viable option. You can see he's protected against it, so if I did Oracle Rush, it would get me almost nothing. So, yay, good strategy on my part. Yep, here comes the Oracle. I'm still putting out some charged zealots. A little bit, about 30 seconds. Robotic facility, yeah, I'm going for the charged lots here. And I decided to put down that for some upgrade ability. He's getting his second Nexus, and his Oracle is about there. Just have the one Stalker at the moment. Not looking too different. Although I'm not sure exactly what he's going for other than in the Oracle Rush. And his Oracle... I'm not even sure where his Oracle... He hasn't even moved his Oracle. So he made the Oracle, so he was going to Oracle Rush, and then his Oracle is just sitting here. I have to be fair, this is a bronze level player. 3 photon cannons, he's afraid I'm going to rush him. So he's trying to plow out some... Nope, my second Stalker for defensive purposes. Let's see, I'm up to 27 harvesters, and he's caught up on the income. Well, almost. I'm a little bit ahead still. So he wasted some minerals here until he actually has people to work these, unless he needs the gas, which he doesn't right now. because what he's making doesn't cost gas. Oh, here comes his oracle. And right into my nice little stalker. And I get rid of its shields. And it does get a couple probes. 2 before it starts hitting my 3. 4. And I don't know why Stalker starts attacking. I don't understand what my Stalker is doing. My Stalker is attacking my thing. He's getting a lot more probes than... Holy cow. He should not have gotten that many probes. I mean, it still didn't kill me. I just rebuilt them, but I don't know why he even retreated. Goodness. What is my Stalker doing? Stupid Stalker. Okay, I've made it stop. And now I'm reproducing probes. He now has a significant probe advantage. Although... Holy, he's got them all on this one base. He hasn't transferred them. He should be way above me in resource collection now with a 10 harvester lead. Oh, but we missed. Here comes my charge lot retaliation to... Yep, and I'm trying to take out his pylons. Meanwhile, I am doing a little bit of economic damage, although he has so many guys. And my first round of damage didn't do too much. You'll see I got him back down to 23 harvesters. And if I can get this pylon, then, yep, got the pylon, which shuts this down. Now I just got to take out his backup pylons. Unfortunately, I'm a little late on that. I did get that one down. I've got 4. He thinks it's good to come back and start mining, I think, but he doesn't realize... Oh, he did get a Void Ray out, but I switched to Stalkers and got them in just in time. So I take care of that Void Ray. He has 2 more Void Rays queued up, and I'm going after his probes right now. Now I have the income advantage of over 1,000. And I forced him out of his first base. But I don't like the cannon, so I'm going to take out this other pylon. He does get a Void Ray up, but I still have the same 4 Stalkers. So that Void Ray is not going to be an issue. He does have the prismatic alignment, so he kills 1, but then I take care of the Void Ray. And you can see resource collection, he's down. He's back up to 1,000 by putting him over here, and he's 3 cannons. I think I got enough to take it out, and then I realize I don't, but it does make him cancel his collection at the moment. Well, still wasting time, and I realize he's putting down more pylons. I'm like, fine, I'll just go kill what you have up here. And I didn't realize that he had an observer out. And he thinks he's going to come back and try to retake the place by putting down a bunch of pylons. But I have my second warp prism out. And you can see I'm producing he's producing an immortal, and, well, he was producing a Void Ray and an immortal. Right now they're stuck. He keeps trying to produce pylons, but my new round of Stalkers take care of his probes, well, all except for 1, but he doesn't have enough to produce anymore, and he's not mining anymore. He should have... Oh, here he goes. Sends them back over, but meanwhile I clean up this probe. He does get that 1 going with the pylon, but then I bring in a few more guys to get rid of the pylon, reshut all that down, and just take out his production. If I was thinking, I would have taken out his forge first, but he does not getting enough resources anyway to really make many more cannons. But go ahead and clean up everything he was making up here, even though, I mean, obviously you could see it. I don't know why he's using an observer there. It's not like I'm using invisible units. And I got these guys taking him out over here. He is building another robotics facility. Not sure why he's not rebuilding his forge if he wants cannons for defensive purposes. Or maybe he's thinking immortals to try and take out my Stalkers. But, nope, there's the forge going down. You can see I still have massive. Oh, bringing my warp prism around. He moved the forge up there. No cannons up here, though. And another round of charge lots coming in while this is all cleaned up. does have a cannon that's able to attack me here. So he's getting no resource collection. And my charge will run through these. He had as many pylons as he had cannons, so, but now it's just taking out his probes. He does get an immortal out, but I've got more than enough to take out one immortal at the moment. And he has no income. So the immortal goes down. Down go the rest of anything he has. Alright, there we go. And I was victorious. So we'll quit that replay. And I will pause this while I transition into the next game. Alright. And we're back up and live. This is the semi-final match of the 3-round gold tournament. Got me in the red again, playing in the southwestern corner. Alright. And going up against the Zerg up and live. This is the semi-final. And the Zerg opponent is blue, playing in the northeast corner. His name is Drex. So here we go. Put my pylon down here. Gonna try and wall off because I'm worried about Zerglings coming pretty early. He's actually opening with not what I've seen as orthodox. So this is a silver player. He went for supply. He went with another overlord real quick. And now he's gonna drone up a bit. He hasn't started his spawning pool. He hasn't taken a gas. Oh, here comes the second hatchery. He hasn't done much of what I'm used to for what I see as good Zerg opponents, so this doesn't bode well as a real good game to cast as my talent about how good I am, because I'm barely beating someone not taking advantage of all the things that Zerg can do. Here comes the spawning pool, about minute 20. Still got 2 larvae sitting there. And on income, he is beating me because he has more drone, well, one more drone working at the moment. Neither of us have taken a gas. You can see I've gone up the tech tree a bit. I'm making zealots. And I am sending one probe out here for a ninja base after doing a wall off. Meanwhile, I send a second ninja base or probe down and start my first gas while getting enough probes to fill it as soon as it's ready. Alright, and he is mining remotely until his second hatch is up. And at the 2-minute mark, we'll see. Is he making any Zerglings yet? Nope. He's making his queen. That's good. I do put one pylon down just in, don't want Zergs just coming and nibbling away at this with no defenses. Also, making a zealot. Alright. He stopped his overlords here and here. I guess he just wants early detection. He doesn't actually want to see what I'm doing. Well, this one isn't stopped yet. But he did stop this one in the middle, although he could have put it over something that would defend it a little bit better. Excuse me. And the queen is popped out. Oh, come on. There you go. There's the inject. And here come the 4 Zerglings that are just about to finish up. Boom. 2 Zerglings. The other 2 are a little later. He does have one more Overlord coming in. And he's almost got full saturation on 2 bases. No gas just yet. Just this, kind of standard. Oh, here... Nope, no more Zergling. He's putting down 2 gas and still droning up. Meanwhile, back at my base, I'm getting the second started. I do have 2 zealots, which will take care of 4 zerglings, as well as a shield battery and a cannon. And I'm making cybernetics warp gate, which I actually don't think I used during this game, but it's definitely a useful tool to have around, so getting it. See me throwing down a Stargate and my Twilight Council, charged zealots, or blink stalkers, but charged zealots. I mean, it also has the glaives, but I'm going for charged zealots. That's my point. Although I am making a adept up here. You can see he's going for Roach Warren. Let's see where double Evo chamber, and where's his Roach Warren? I didn't see his Roach Warren. We moved over to scout a bit. Where is this at? Oh, it's down here. Ah, okay. So double Evo chamber. He's doing missile attacks. And good thing I've got a Stargate, and I believe I start putting out a Void Ray here shortly. Yep, there's the Void Ray. See, I know myself. I remember my games. Alright, you don't see much else for me at the moment. My charge zealots. He's going for ground and Zerg Missile 1. 3 more Overlords being in the queue. Doesn't look like he's gonna run his Zerglings over. He does have his Queens out for protection. He's also trying to get injects and spread his creep around. So, supply count currently 57 to 76, 49 to 62. He actually looks like he has the advantage there. 4 roaches coming out right now. Income-wise, he is beating me by a bit. We have the same number of harvesters. Not sure exactly how he's beating me there, but he is. I did put a stalker out just for observational purposes. Oh, there, I've caught up. I guess maybe I wasn't at full. I don't know. Anyway, my charge is just about to finish up. 6 roaches now on the tab. Just a couple more zerglings. And, it's got a substantial force there now. If he pushes right now, actually, he probably has the... I mean, I have a counter that'll stop all of his units, but he'd do a lot of damage while it worked. One Void Ray worked its way through all that. And if he brought some queens, I don't know. But he's continuing to wait while... I mean, you could say I'm using my my resources more effectively. He's got over 1,100 stored up in the bank. You can see he's upgrading to a lair. I think he's going for the, well, he could go to Ravager already. He doesn't need the lair for that. I'm not sure. He's putting down a couple standard anti-air in his middle of his bases, which is smart, but I'm not going to Oracle Rush him, so it's kind of a waste, but it's nice that he's doing it for me without me having to hit it. Oh, he's got a couple lazy drones here, just chilling by the lair. I don't know what they're doing. He's not really... I mean, he's either using all his larvae pretty well, or he's not hitting his injects, because he doesn't have that much larvae, and he's only on 2 bases. He really should have taken a 3rd by now. Like, he's got enough gas, maybe even a 4th. He's doing alright on his creep spread. Putting down a few more pylons myself. Oh, I did get the... At this point, I'm up to 3 Stargates, so I can produce Sky Toss. And a couple Void Rays already out. I do have the Fleet Beacon. Haven't started a mothership up yet. But I'm supply blocked at the moment. You can see he's got me about 40 supply right now. We are at the same... I actually have him in harvesters, which means this army is substantially larger than mine right now. What is that? That's a lot of roaches. Unfortunately for him, all of his army is... Well, these 3 guys will die pretty quickly, and he could do some damage, but I now have 4 Void Rays. And, well, no more in the queue right now, but 4 Void Rays and a mothership, so I can counter this. I guess you'd call it the hard counter. I also have my 3rd ninja base going, giving me double gas on here right away, so 2 Void Rays, or double gas, so I can go for air units. And he is just now taking his third expansion, and hasn't really scouted too far. I guess he was checking to see if I'd built a base there. His creep isn't really expanding too much just yet. He's sort of sitting here. He's making a very slow push across. Oh, taking out the rocks. So I guess he wants to see if I got a third base here he wants to take out. It's where he built his third base, so logically it's where mine would be. And that, he's making a few Ravagers, but that is a lot of Zerg units. That is... Oh, he's made 10 Hydralisks, 32 Zerglings, 5 Roaches... Or 32 Roaches, 5 Ravagers, sorry. But, good for me, I now have 7 Void Rays. Activate their prismatic alignments, and I'll start running through their units pretty quickly. Do take a little bit of damage from them. They're not microing that very well. And I'm already in alignment, so I'll take care of these Hydralisks pretty quickly. And my mothership just came out, but I'm not really using it. They do a decent amount of damage on my Void Rays, but they don't kill anything. So I presume... Oh, they get one. They got one of my Void Rays. Meanwhile, I took out half their Roaches and all their Hydralisks. Check the production tab. He's making 6 more. Supply is back to even now. And he's trying to retreat and build... Got 3 carriers in supply, and he's got... building and 8 Hydralisks in production. His third base is up, but not mining. And, this is not looking too great for him. If I give him enough time... oh, he's trying to get some Corruptors. If I give him enough time, he can counter. I retreat my Void Rays, because I didn't know what he had back here, and I didn't want to walk in and lose what I had. So I retreat them to... Oh, yeah, I destroyed this so that I'm about to... yes, make some Colossus, and I want my Colossus to get out, so... Because one of the counters for Sky Toss is Mass Hydralisk, and one of the counters to Mass Hydralisk is Corruptor, or not Corruptor, well, Corruptor's possible, or Disruptor, but Colossus. So, Colossus, they're the wide range, so they take out quite a bit. I'm also doing the upgrade here, you can see, for the Robotics Bay to extend their range, continuing to produce carriers. And you can see on the income tab, I'm eating him by about 700 and 200 now every, I guess that's per minute. I'm 11 harvesters ahead, and he's trying to drone up his base here and make a bunch of Hydralisks. So you can see I know what he's about to do to counter me, and I'm trying to counter it too. Carriers do a decent job by themselves. I'm getting all my upgrades. Excuse the doggy. Alright, I mean, this looks like a menacing army. And this looks menacing too. The sad thing for the Zerg is that only that amount of that army actually counters all of this. So, we'll see. I mean, if he continues to build up this rate, 3 Corruptors, Sky Toss can lose, which is why I've started throwing in a couple Colossus just to help out. Although if they go nothing but Disruptor, Colossus are worthless. But, which I honestly should scout, but most people go Hydralisk, at least for a decent portion. He should be taking a 4th base by now. I mean, we both have a decent amount of bank. Obviously I'm putting down some pylon, well, I will be putting down some pylons. I'm getting close to being supply capped, and actually I have the supply advantage at the moment. You can see 5 Corruptors coming down. He's bringing in detection, making a couple spore crawlers. You really should put the spore crawlers like along here, because that would require me to hit them before he comes to me, and then once I hit them, then he could come attack me or have his army surrounded by them. Like, I mean, I guess his army is kind of surrounded by him. He just put them back here. He's taking a lot of gas. Is he going up to Greater Spire? Nope, no Greater Spire. Oh, he's going into Lair, so he's going to try and transition. Although, Broodlords aren't going to help him much against Sky Toss. You see me take a fourth base here, and I'm literally just doing it for gas. So you can see on my income tab, now my gas is up to 1,200. So 63 workers to his 47. My production tab. He's making another hatchery. You can see he's taking his fourth base. Sorry, fourth base. You can see I'm making 2 void rays, 3 carriers, getting all my upgrades. I was trying to keep my chrono boost on, but you can see right now not very much chrono boost. Units at the moment, I've got 5 colossi, 5 carriers, 8 void rays, 1 mothership, 1 adept, and 1 stalker. The stalker and the adept are just left over from early game shenanigans. Or, well, avoiding early game shenanigans, which never actually happened. Up against 21 Hydralisk, 5 Mutalisk, 11 Roaches, which are kind of pointless right now. You should turn them into Ravagers, because then you can at least shoot at air. 7 Ravagers, 4 Queens, and my carrier count just went up, as did my Void Ray count. You can see I'm at 196 out of 200. He's at 180, so about to have our engagement. Building up a bunch of cannons just to defend this because I won't be around. And I start moving out. Here we go. Income still going. Production. Nope. Is he making a second? Why is he making a second spire? Okay. I mean, maybe to make 1 greater spire while he does research. I don't know. Anyway. Oh, he thinks he catches me, and he sort of does. But actually, my Colossus are pretty well positioned. So he ends up retreating as I chase him back across the map. You can see the Void Rays take care of them, and the Colossus come back through and take care of the rest. Love these burning. Gotta love burning Zerg. It's such a beautiful sight. And his army is now gone. He's lost 15,000. See, he's producing 14 corruptors. I'm just replenishing my interceptors who die. Took out his 3rd base. Nope, he does cancel some corruptors in there, I guess. I see that his drones are going up north, so I'll continue to go north. I presume his other ones are already kind of mined out, so unless I'm hitting their production, which, I mean, honestly, the hive is their production, but unless I'm going after like their tech buildings that allow them to produce things, I'd rather hit their resource collection rate, which will stop everything. And I'm seeing where things are at. Coming back. Time to hit their expand. Oh, he has 2 Vipers, but those, he didn't really do much with those. And down go the armies. And there's the GG. And let's just check the units lost tab, because I like it. Over 21,000 units lost. Nice. Alright, and I'm going to pause as after I win this semifinal now. Actually, I'm going to take a screenshot of that, because that is a nice screenshot. Alright, and then I am going to pause for a second while I load the final match of this 3-round tournament. And in the final match of this tournament, I am going up against Mini Feathers. This is I don't know if it's a Native American name or what, but he has many feathers going up against Snowbird. So this seems kind of poetic almost. And this actually is a decent silver player who tried to drop me a few times and harass, and I held him off. So this is actually going to feel like a pretty good game. Even though he was a silver, I think silver 1 versus a gold 3, so pretty evenly matched. Good, nice little good luck, have fun. Piling going down. I know I'm going against the Zerg, so I'm always worried about cannon rush. And let's see, he puts his pylon down. There is the benefit of having a pylon closer is that you can get back to mining while you're waiting. It's a few minerals. I like putting the pylon down here because I can build walls off and have a natural expansion that's easier. Because otherwise you end up building up here and then hoping you don't get hit when you come down here. And it allows me to keep track and make sure I don't get cannon rushed about people coming in here. So doing this keeps an eye on thing. You see he's going to send his probe across now. What's he building back home? Oh, gateway. Okay, so no cannon rush yet. If he was building a forge, I'd be a little worried, but I built my forge to avoid cannon rush and hopefully get a cannon out. See, here goes my cannon. It's a little... He would have been able to get past, but he hasn't even started a forge back home, so no cannon rush. He's just scouting. And I start another pylon, just kind of trying to wall off a bit, and he realizes, oh, this is where I'm sending guys over to try and I miss the... Oh, but I get the surround there, get the kill, and you'll see mini feathers. He saw basically everything because he got to see all my early game units, but he actually didn't see exactly what they were. I guess he probably knows what they are, but didn't get a scout on my main base and know what's going on there. So I still feel like it was a little bit of mining time to kill that scout. Pretty good. He's got his second base going down. He put a probe down there now. He is producing one zealot. Let's check the income tab. 19 to 18, and looks like I have a slight advantage. He's already put some guys into gas. I don't have any gas just yet. In production, let's see. Many feathers, forge, nexus. He looks like he's producing a lot more stuff. His cybernetics core, mine is just a little bit behind his, and down goes by my second nexus. Both putting down a little gas. You can see I just have the one, which just finished up and I put 3 guys into. And I'm putting down, well, I should be putting down a few more probes here shortly and another gas, but at the moment it looks like I'm going way more resource heavy. He's making a stalker, and oh, here comes the Stargate. He started researching the cybernetics upgrade. Let's see, what zealot? I mean, my 2 cannons will hold up against what he has so far. I haven't started researching that yet. I do put a stalker out myself. And... is he starting? Nope, that's still my nexus. Sorry, I get a little confused sometimes when they're both Protoss. And... see, I put a pylon down back here. I can put the shield battery, or I can just warp in units there. It's helpful if I get the upgrade, although it doesn't appear I've started that yet. I think it's because I was gas strapped. You see, I only have 100. And I'm putting down another gateway. I do have my stalker in position for... Yep, here comes the Oracle Rush. He's also trying to do that. I should have... I always forget to use my Chrono Boost effectively. You can see I kicked off my... I don't always forget, I still use it, but I feel like I should use it better. Like, I feel like every 10 seconds I should be back clicking it or something. Especially once I have multiple bases. Put down my 2 gas, because I know I'm going Sky Toss. Well, I know I'm going Sky Toss. It doesn't look like I'm going Sky Toss yet. The opponent, here comes the Oracle Rush from Many Feathers. How will Snowbird hold off Many Feathers? Because he has many feathers of his own. And my stalker. So he gets the scout, sees I'm building something, and picks up 1 probe, and then retreats, and I have another stalker over here in position. And he's too close to my cannon. Boom. Oracle Rush over. I think he got one probe. Meanwhile, I'm in the middle of probing up, so it's honestly not even going to hurt me. Alright, let's see. In the income, we're pretty even. At this point, I'm actually getting more gas than he is. So, due to my having 4 extra probes and 5 extra probes, and they're all working on gas. Alright, let's see what we got here. This has a dual purpose. You need this for higher upgrades, just for just getting higher shields, but it also charge lots, which I think I do kick off the charge lots. Oh, the opponent is putting down 2 robotics facilities and a pylon in the back, kicking out a void ray. Let's check production. And he's going for charge as well. Actually, I'm going. Nope, that's many feathers. Sorry, I get confused. He's going. Here comes my void ray. We're really close. My void ray, although I am going for fleet beacon, which he has not done yet, and my shields are almost done. Upgrades. Oh, that's units. Wrong button. Upgrades. We both just have the one upgrade, so I am actually going to be more upgraded at the moment. Kick off my charge, see? And he's making a warp prism. 1 warp prism, and... Oh, that's interesting. He used his a chrono boost on the wrong one. Anyway, oh, you see a third. I'm putting down a third one as a ninja one. My ninja base. I like to do a ninja base because things like this, Oracle Rush, they think I'm only on the 2 bases. And I have 2 stalkers in place this time at each nexus. And I see that Oracle gets hidden there, so I move my stalkers over. And the other stalker, he puts down that. And my Void Ray cleans it up. Oh, he does find out I have a Void Ray. So he warps in two more stalkers and has another warp. His warp prism just finished. Income. I'm beating him on gas, but we're pretty close on... wow, he's overloaded this. He hasn't put workers in gas yet. Units lost. He's lost about quite a bit more than I have so far. Only lost 1 probe. I feel like I've held off his aggression so far. Clearly he's going for charge lots dropping. Probably should have had my stalkers a little farther over just to avoid this. You see his third one's going down here. Putting down 2 pylons to go with it. Currently I'm a little bit ahead in supply, but not a whole lot. Have 2 void rays out. Dropping down 3 stargates to go for sky toss. He's putting out 2 immortals. Maybe he thinks I'm going stalker. He drops in blink. See, I'm putting down a 2nd cybernetics core. That's for upgrades to sky toss, so I can double upgrade. It's basically the same as the double evo chamber. And go for this for shields. Do have 3 charge lots just sitting out here kind of defensively. And here comes his warp in. And he has 7 charge lots. But they don't do anything to void rays, and I shut down. Make sure to shut down the warp prism. And he's killed 4 more, 5, 6. So I'm up to 7, 8 probes lost. So that killed 7 of my probes. But I only need to make 4 more because this was already running out of minerals. So it doesn't hurt me too bad. Generally speaking, probably don't want to hit the one that's being mined out. You want to kill the probes that are on the one that's working. I throw down my 4th nexus. You can see that he actually is going for both air and ground weapons. I'm going straight air, defense, shields, ground, producing 3 void rays and a carrier at the moment. Got this one going, so I've got 6 gas going at the moment. Soon to be 8 gas, which is basically where I feel comfortable with Sky Toss. 4 bases, 8 gas. My F2 click actually brought my zealots over here, which I guess adds to my vision, although I don't know why I'm not bugging with this gold base. I don't know. Well, actually his isn't gold. Where's his gold? His gold's over here. Neither of us are messing with our gold. He has a decent amount of stalkers and 2 immortals and 2 void rays. 3 void rays and a carrier. Well, 5 void rays, carrier, and 4 stalkers. Our units, he's got 11, 15. Ooh, goodness, he's getting up to a lot of stalkers. If he'd attacked me earlier, maybe. There's one observer sitting here, which I did not see, which means that Mini Feathers could see that I was going Sky Toss, which is obviously why he's going for Stalkers. I'm not exactly sure why he didn't go more. Another Warp Prism and more Immortals. I'm not sure why Immortals when he's obviously going for Stalkers. But you can see that he's going for ground level 2. We've got air level 2, 2, and 3. My mothership is just producing. I got a little close to being supply capped, so I'm producing a lot of pylons. And, should be kicking off the next round of, 3 Void Rays and a carrier. So that you can see unit-wise, I'm now 1 carrier, 7 Void Rays to his 3. 21 Stalkers, that seems like a lot of Stalkers. Like, he should push now. But he's coming with Warp Prism, and I think he's actually going to try and do a double prong thing, which he doesn't really pull off too well. Oh, he just warped in more Stalkers here. He's not actually going to go bug me just yet. He just made 7 more Stalkers, so he's at 27. Or 6 more Stalkers, so he's at 27. Goodness. Okay, that's a lot of Stalkers. I haven't made Colossus yet. I'm about to. Ooh, it's actually... I don't know. He sees a lot of Void Rays. Prismatic Alignment will run through Stalkers pretty quickly, but, okay. I mean, he knows I'm going Sky Toss, because he can see. Basically, we're watching his vision, and he gets to see everything. Like, he knows I have those producing Sky Toss, because he saw. And now he knows I have a mothership. And he sees me chroning boosting out my 3 upgrades. You can see that happening. And my dog is chewing up something. I probably should go stop, but as soon as I get done with this video, I will go see what he's doing. Doesn't look like it's anything too important. His minerals are running out back home. He's got a nice patrol going on. But he's not making any more units, because, well, that's not fair. He's waiting on a cooldown for these. Once these are done, he can have like 7 units at a time. That's why he's... Where does Warp Prism go? His Warp Prism. No, his Warp Prism is coming. It's coming to scout this base and work its way around. See, this is why I like my ninja base down here. You don't see my ninja base down here. So, boom. Ninja base. It's actually only got 4 people doing minerals, but it's getting me all the gas I need. Look at my gas. Boom. 1200 gas. And his Warp Prism. Doesn't see a base there. Oh, I've started producing Colossus. I'm destroying this so I can get my Colossus and my Stalkers out. Well, I haven't started making Colossus just yet. I don't know how this would have gone if he'd attacked sooner, because once I get my Colossus, which I don't think he actually attacks before I get the Colossus. But Mini Feathers has vision of everything. And he's coming in now. Oh, if he'd done the prong somewhere else and double attack, this would have been a great strategy. I mean, that... He killed 3 probes there. Yeah, I'm up to 17 probes lost. I've lost 17 probes. He's lost way more units than I have. And after seeing how quickly I dispatched that, he retreats. If he double attacked there, that would have been interesting, but he didn't. Not sure how that would have gone. He retreats, and it's Colossus production time. See, I got 2 on there. Start throwing on some ground 1. Upgrade them. Finishing up 3v3. These are all 3-3. Well, 2. There's going to be 3-3-3 here shortly. He's making High Templar. That's interesting. So let's check his Stalkers. His Stalkers are... See, they're just 3-0-0. And I guess he thinks he wants to have the engagement at his now 4th base on the gold base. I'm technically on 3, but I'm on 4. Or I'm on 4, but it's mostly just for gas purposes. My income. It's good enough. It's... Oh, he found my 4th base. This is where the engagement actually happens, and all his stalkers are basically out of position. This is the danger for stalkers. They all spread out when you attack a base instead of being grouped up, which allows me to pick on a few of them at a time. Prismatic alignment, and then he actually starts retreating. And my Colossus, and wow, he mastery calls them, so I even do more damage on that. You can see he's up to 5,300 units lost. Did lose 14 worth of something. Oh, my probes that were down there. And you can see I'm supply blocked at the moment, so that's unfortunate. And he has prismatic alignment going on his void rays right now. And he has vision, so he can see everything. Meanwhile, I'm running through his pylons. And as soon as his pylons go down, so do all of his stalkers. I mean, it's mostly upgrades. If his stalkers have been upgraded as well as my units were, then I mean, even these guys, they have 3 shields. Like, he would have had a better attack. I got to make sure I had vision with me. So he's back down to 3. You can see on income, we're still pretty much even, and I'm beating him. Well, actually, he's beating me in gas now. Oh, yep, that's why. I totally missed that, and this is almost mined out. I'm on the attack. I'm not macroing at the moment. I'm very microing, and I'm just making sure I hit and destroy. Oh, that hurt. Made sure all those units died. You see his nice little, damn it. He even knew I was going Sky Toss. Now I'm just trying to make sure he can't produce too much to stop anything that I was doing. Just rolling over. So yeah, this is pretty much the win. A little bit. He should GG out here shortly. And he did get my mothership, but definitely lost way more units. Upgrades are helpful. No, he's one immortal. Oh, he'll GG here sometime soon. I knew it too. You were going Sky Toss. Yep, he knew it. I mean, it's a little combination on Sky Toss. Throwing a few Colossus to try and take care of the ground forces, but I'm like, well, he's got to have one more base. I'm gonna find it, and then he GG'd. Well, thanks for watching, and normally tournaments are much harder than that, and I end up losing, but that was fun, so I figured I'd share it. Cool.